When we think of the origins of states and societies, war often plays a pivotal role. The chief, the king, and the state are not only products of war, but also its architects. Take Samoa, for instance. During times of war, the chief held significant power, yet, in peacetime, he was largely ignored. Similarly, the Dayaks had a familial form of governance, with each family led by its head. When conflict arose, they would choose their bravest warrior to lead. However, once the conflict was resolved, his authority vanished. In peaceful intervals, it was the priest or the head magician who wielded the most influence. Over time, permanent kingship emerged, blending the roles of warrior, father, and priest. Societies have long been ruled by two forces: the word in peace and the sword in crisis. Force was employed only when indoctrination failed. Law and myth have been intertwined throughout history, cooperating to manage mankind. Until recently, no state dared to separate them. So, how did war give rise to the state? It's not that humans are naturally warlike. Some societies, like the peaceful Eskimos, couldn't fathom why Europeans fought each other so viciously. They praised their icy, barren land for keeping them safe from such conflicts. Nevertheless, primitive life was frequently marked by war. Hunters fought for fertile hunting grounds, herders for new pastures, and farmers for virgin soil. Wars were also waged to avenge murders, discipline youth, break the monotony of life, or simply for plunder. Rarely was religion the cause. Even among primitive societies, there were customs to limit bloodshed. There were designated times and places where killing was forbidden, and certain officials and pathways deemed inviolable. The Iroquois League, for instance, maintained the Great Peace for 300 years. Yet, for the most part, war was a brutal form of natural selection among early nations. The consequences of war were profound. It eliminated weaker groups and raised the level of courage, intelligence, and skill. War stimulated invention, turning weapons into useful tools and military strategies into peaceful arts. Many modern railroads, for example, began as military routes. Above all, war dissolved primitive communism and anarchism, introduced organization and discipline, and led to the enslavement of prisoners, the creation of social classes, and the growth of government. If property was the mother, war was undoubtedly the father of the state. Understanding the role of war in shaping our societies helps us comprehend the complex roots of modern governance and social structures. It sheds light on how far we've come, and perhaps how history might yet shape our future. Thanks for watching. If you found this content insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the history of civilization.